Hi kids! Welcome to Teacher Beth Class TV.
Today, we're going to discuss about biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. In this lesson, you will be able to differentiate biodegradable from non-biodegradable materials. You will classify common household materials as biodegradable or non-biodegradable and explain the importance of proper waste segregation. Are you ready? You can also watch the chemical properties of materials video lesson again, where we discuss biodegradability and non-biodegradability. And now in this video, we will focus specifically on these two types of materials. We'll take a closer look at these two types of materials and learn more about their characteristics and differences. Look at these pictures. Which of these will rot after several weeks? Which materials will remain the same even after many years? Why do you think some materials disappear while others stay for a long time? Before we learn about biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials, let us first understand what waste is. Waste refers to materials that people throw away because they are no longer useful. Examples are food scraps, plastic wrappers, bottles, old newspapers, broken toys, leaves, and many more. But not all waste should be thrown into one container because different kinds of waste need different ways of disposal. Waste materials can be classified into biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Biodegradable materials. The word bio means life. The word degradable means something that can break down. So, biodegradable materials can be broken down naturally by living organisms such as bacteria, fungi, worms, and other microorganisms. These materials decay or rot and eventually become part of the soil. They rot naturally. Do you know who does the work of breaking down biodegradable materials? They are called decomposers. Decomposers are tiny living organisms. Examples include bacteria, fungi, and earthworms. Without decomposers, dead plants and animals would pile up everywhere. As they break down the materials, nutrients return to the soil and making it richer for plants. When biodegradable materials decompose, they can become compost. Compost is natural fertilizer. It helps plants grow healthier. Examples of this are fruit peels, vegetable peelings, leaves, and grass. And many farmers use compost to make the soil rich in nutrients. Here are some of the characteristics of biodegradable materials: rot easily, break down naturally, become part of the soil, usually come from plants or animals, and help improve soil fertility. Here are some examples of biodegradable materials: food waste, like fruit peels, vegetable peelings, leftover food, bread, rice, eggshells, and more. Plant materials like leaves, grass, flowers, branches, twigs, and dead plants. Animal materials like animal manure, feathers, hair, and other animal waste. Paper products like paper, newspaper, cardboard, paper bags, tissue, and paper towels. And natural fabrics like cotton fabrics, wool, and other natural fibers. These are the approximate time needed to decompose some materials: banana peel, Time to decompose is 2 to 5 weeks. Leaves, several months. Paper, 2 to 6 weeks. Cotton cloth, about 5 months. Wood, several years. Biodegradable materials are very helpful because they enrich the soil with nutrients, reduce pollution and landfill waste, can be turned into compost or organic fertilizer, help plants grow strong and healthy, and safe for the environment and all living things. Now let us study the opposite, non-biodegradable materials. These are materials that cannot be broken down easily by living organisms. They remain in the environment for many years. Some stay for hundreds or even thousands of years. They do not rot easily. These are some examples of non-biodegradable materials. Plastic, like plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic cups, food wrappers, and plastic utensils. Glass, like glass bottles, glass jars, broken glasses. Other glass items can take millions of years to break down. Metal, like tin cans, aluminum cans, nails, wires, and other metal items can take many years to decompose. Rubber, like rubber tires, rubber bands, rubber products take a very long time to break down. And styrofoam. Styrofoam food containers, styrofoam cups. Styrofoam remains in the environment for hundreds of years. These are some characteristics of non-biodegradable materials. Do not decay naturally, stay in the environment for a long time, cause pollution if not disposed of properly, and usually made by humans. So again, these are the approximate time to break down the non-biodegradable materials. For leather, 50 years, rubber shoe soles, 80 years, battery, 100 years, aluminum can, 200 years, Ziploc bags, 500 to 1,000 years, styrofoam cup, 1 million years, and glass bottles, 1 million years. If people throw plastic anywhere, what do you think will happen? That's correct. These are some problems caused by non-biodegradable waste. When people throw garbage anywhere, rivers become clogged, flooding occurs. Animals may eat plastic and die. Land becomes polluted. Air pollution increases when plastics are burned, and mosquitoes breed in garbage. Let us compare again the two materials difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Biodegradable rot naturally. Non-biodegradable do not rot easily. Biodegradable broken down by microorganisms. Non-biodegradable cannot be easily broken down. Biodegradable become part of the soil. Non-biodegradable stay for many years. Biodegradable safe for the environment. Non-biodegradable can cause pollution. Biodegradable usually from plants and animals. Non-biodegradable usually man-made. Do you notice that many schools have different colored trash bins? This is called waste segregation. What is waste segregation? Waste segregation means sorting garbage according to its type before disposal. It helps recycling, composting, and proper waste management. Green bin is for biodegradable materials like fruit peels, leaves, food scraps, and grass. Blue bin for recyclable materials like plastic bottles, glass bottles, tin cans, and newspapers. And black bin is for residual waste such as candy wrappers, disposable diapers, styrofoam, and use tissues. To reduce waste, we practice the 5 R's. So, what are these 5 R's? 1. Refuse. Say no to things you don't need. Examples: plastic bags, plastic straws, or unnecessary packaging. 2. Reduce. Use less, consume mindfully. Examples: bring your own bottles and bags, or buy only what you need and avoid single use items. 3. Reuse. Use items again instead of throwing them away. Examples: reuse jars and bottles, use both sides of paper, and repair and repurpose items. 4. Recycle. Turn used materials into new products. Examples: paper and cardboard, plastic bottles, glass bottles, and metal cans. And 5. Rot. Let organic waste rot naturally and turn it into compost. Examples: fruit and vegetable peels, leaves and grass, coffee grounds, and eggshells. Everyone can help protect the environment. At home, separate your garbage, compost biodegradable waste, and recycle bottles. At school, throw trash in the proper bin and keep the classroom clean. In the community, join cleanup drives and never litter. Every piece of trash we throw away has an effect on our environment. By learning to identify biodegradable and non biodegradable materials, practicing waste segregation, and following the 5 R's: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot, we can help keep our surroundings clean and healthy. Always remember, small actions today can make a big difference tomorrow. Protect our earth by disposing of waste properly. Identify whether each material is biodegradable or non biodegradable. You may also write your answers in your notebook. Here are the given materials from numbers 1 to 15. Let's check your answers. 1. Banana peel, biodegradable. 2. Plastic bottle, non biodegradable. 3. Dry leaves, biodegradable. 4. Glass bottle, non-biodegradable. 5. Eggshell, biodegradable. 6. Styrofoam food container, non-biodegradable. 7. Newspaper, biodegradable. 8. Aluminum can, non-biodegradable. 9. Grass clippings, biodegradable. 10. Rubber tire, non-biodegradable. 11. Fruit peels, biodegradable. 12. Plastic bag, non-biodegradable. 13. Cardboard bags, biodegradable. 14. Tin can, non-biodegradable. And 15. Vegetable peelings, biodegradable. Identify the word or term being described in each statement. You may also write your answers in your notebook. These are your choices: A. Biodegradable, B. Non-biodegradable, C. Decomposer, D. Decompose, E. Compost, F. Waste segregation, G. Waste, H. Pollution, I. Recycle, J. Reduce, K. Reuse, L. Refuse, M. Rot, N. Bio, O. Degradable. These are the statements from 1 to 6. Let's check your answers. 1. This word means life and bio. 2. Materials that people throw away because they are no longer useful. G. Waste. 3. This word means something that can break down. O. Degradable. 4. Harmful contamination of the environment caused by improper waste disposal. H. Pollution. 5. Using an item again instead of throwing it away. K. Reuse. 6. Saying no to unnecessary disposal items such as plastic bags and straws. L. Refuse. Let's now proceed to numbers 7 to 11. Let's check your answers. 7. The fifth R, that means allowing biodegradable materials to become compost. M. Rot. 8. Using fewer resources and producing less waste. J. Reduce. 9. The process of turning used materials into new products. I. Recycle. 10. The proper sorting of garbage according to its type before disposal. F. Waste segregation. 11. Nutrient-rich organic fertilizer made from decomposed biodegradable materials. E. Composts. And for the last set, numbers 12 to 15. Let's check again your answers. 12. Tiny living organisms that break down dead plants, animals, and other organic matter. C. Decomposer. 13. Materials that can be broken down naturally by living organisms. A. Biodegradable. 14. The process by which materials rot or break down naturally. B. Decompose. And number 15. Materials that cannot be broken down easily and remain in the environment for many years. B. Non-biodegradable. Read each question or statement carefully. Choose the correct answer. You may also write your answers in your notebook. During a cleanup drive, the class collects all newspapers. These materials are classified as A. Non-biodegradable, B. Hazardous waste, C. Residual waste, D. Biodegradable. It's letter D. Biodegradable. Carla throws a plastic bag into the compost pit. What should he do instead? A. Leave it there. B. Burn it immediately. C. Place it in the recyclable or proper waste bin. D. Bury it in the soil. It's letter C. Place it in the recyclable or proper waste bin. Which group contains only biodegradable materials? A. Plastic bottle, glass, tin can. B. Leaves, fruit peels, paper. C. Styrofoam, rubber tire, plastic bag. D. Glass bottle, metal can, plastic spoon. It's letter B. Leaves, fruit peels, paper. Juliana wants to make compost for her garden. Which material should she add? A. Plastic wrapper. B. Glass bottle. C. Vegetable peelings. D. Aluminum can. It's letter C. Vegetable peelings. Why should plastic bottles be recycled instead of thrown anywhere? A. They rot quickly. B. They disappear after a few days. C. They become compost. B. They can cause pollution if not disposed of properly. It's D. They can cause pollution if not disposed of properly. Which pair is correctly matched? A. Plastic bottle biodegradable. B. Fruit peel non-biodegradable. C. Tin can biodegradable. D. Cardboard biodegradable. It's letter D. Cardboard biodegradable. Which action best helps reduce pollution caused by non-biodegradable materials? A. Throw garbage into rivers. B. Burn plastic waste. C. Recycle plastic bottles and cans. D. Mix all waste together. It's letter C. Recycle plastic bottles and cans. The school has separate bins for biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. What is the main purpose of this practice? A. To help in proper waste segregation, recycling, and composting. B. To increase the amount of waste. C. To make garbage smell better. D. To make cleaning more difficult. It's letter A. To help in proper waste segregation, recycling, and composting. And for the last activities, answer the following questions. Write your answers in your notebook. 1. What are biodegradable materials? 2. What are non-biodegradable materials? 3. Give 3 examples of biodegradable materials. 4. Give 3 examples of non-biodegradable materials. 5. Why is waste segregation important? 6. What are the 5 R's of waste management? And number 7, how can you help reduce pollution at home and in school?
Thank you for joining me. Let's learn, play, and grow together. Teacher Beth Class TV. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.